What up, y'all? So let's go ahead and get right into it. I joined the Navy at 41. 6 days later, I turned 42 while in boot camp. And everyone wants to know, how was it going through boot camp for an older enlisted person, I guess you could say. So everybody always asks me that, and I always tell them it wasn't hard for me. It was pretty easy. But that's considering that I was already somewhat physically fit. The push-ups was easy for me. The plank was easy for me. But the run, that was challenging. I've never really done cardio while working out, like previously workouts. I always, if any cardio, I'll do some walking or something like that. But I never ran or anything like that. But yeah, that was the challenging part for me. But by my last three runs in boot camp, I had it down packed. So, but when I say it was easy for me, that means I came into boot camp knowing what it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? I knew already I was going to get yelled at. I knew it wasn't going to be, just an easy walk. But, you know what I'm saying? And I also knew that I was going to be dealing with younger people. So, I got nieces, nephews, little cousins, kids of my own. So I already was prepared pretty much for that part. And I grab, the younger people always gravitate towards me anyway. So it wasn't no issue. I made actually some good young friends while in boot camp and in A school along the way. And some of them became like family to me. So that's a plus for me. But let's see. Yeah, I already went in. I knew I was going to get yelled at. I watched videos on it. One thing that I didn't do that I wish I would have did was study for the Sailor's Creed and ranking recognition and stuff like that. But like I said, I passed everything while I was in there, learned everything. It wasn't hard, you know what I'm saying? Passed the test, good grades, passed all my PIs, all that stuff. It wasn't that bad for me. But let's see. The thing I would say, if you're going into this, you gotta know what your end goal is going to be. You can't go in there thinking you can't be told what to do and you know everything. That's gonna get you in a world of trouble. So, my advice is, man, stay on top of your game, know what you're there for, get in, get out. And once you graduate, you're gonna be like, hey, it wasn't that. Hopefully you'll be like, it wasn't that bad. Like for me, it wasn't. It was easy. The hardest part for me was being away from my family. Other than that, I mean, it wasn't nothing. Some people, some of the RDCs are gonna overdo. You know what I'm saying? Overdo it. But I had my 3 RDCs were, they never overdid anything to me. It was more so the other people's RDCs. I didn't have no problem really with my RDCs. I had great RDCs. So that's all I got to say about that. But I will be I'll probably be making some more videos about my experiences. And if y'all got any questions that y'all want me to answer or make a video about, man, just hit me up. Now I'll go ahead and put it in here and make a video about it. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.